What's up, guys? I wanted to jump on here today and kind of digress from all the DJT stuff and all the CV19 stuff and talk about Jesus. And I kind of want to relay, what's been hidden from humanity and how the whole full story hasn't been told, and kind of help you guys see the bigger picture a little bit. I know this will trigger some people, but these things need to be discussed because we don't know the full truth of Jesus. And it's time for us to realize that and for us to start digging deeper and trying to figure things out for ourselves. And the first point I want to make is, Jesus was real, and he was incarnated as a human on this realm. He did exist, but we haven't fully been given his true teachings and how to truly access, the messages he was trying to give us. I mean, you guys need to, just think for a second. He came down here and was making the blind see, making the deaf hear, healing the sick, walking on water, turning water into wine, turning 2 loaves into hundreds of loaves. Now think about that for a second. Put yourself back in the times of Jesus, and you're watching him do this. You are watching him stand over a deaf person and making them hear. You are watching him with your own eyes break 2 loaves of bread and turning them into 100 loaves of bread. Think about that. Jesus was manipulating this physical reality. Think about it from like a molecular vibrational standpoint. He was instantaneously changing the reality in front of him. And Jesus wasn't doing this to show off or to, kind of feed his ego that he was superior to everyone. He came here to teach us how to do this. He came down here to teach us how to heal our bodies and our minds. Now think about that. Think about if we had the true teachings of Jesus, where we were fully capable of healing our bodies and healing our minds. Where, imagine you're a blind person and you could literally, boom, you could see. Or you're dying of cancer, boom, fully healed, instantaneously. You manipulated the reality on command. That's what he was teaching. And, and those are the kind of teachings that have been hidden, that those weren't put in the Bible, those were taken out. Well, to really understand that as well, think about if we had those teachings today. Well, there goes big pharma, there goes the whole medical industry. See ya, bye-bye to all the doctors, we don't need you. Think about that $1 trillion industry just wiped off the face of the earth. That doesn't pay the bills for the cabal, that doesn't pay the bills for the elite. They can't have you understanding those teachings and using those teachings and actually embodying what Christ was teaching. And I think you guys also need to realize here that you're seeing this evil power that is at play today, pushing the CV stuff, pushing this, stealing the election stuff, all the stuff that's happening to children. You're seeing this evil power that's at play. That evil power has been here for thousands of years, even during the times of Jesus and before Jesus. You've been here for a while. And again, if we are here using Jesus' teachings, that destroys their agenda. So that is why, this cabal uses religion to suppress your consciousness, to give you half-truths that you are supposed to believe that are full truths, so you don't, search for the bigger picture, dive deeper into these kind of topics. And I think that one of the main points I want to make here is, religion was created to divide you, not to unify you. Every religion is separate from the other religions, where it unifies the people in that group but then it divides you from all the other religions. So we're in all these subcategories. And how are we supposed to unify together if we're all believing these different things? The Jews read the Torah, the Islams read the Quran, the Hindus read the Vedas, the Buddhists read the Tibetan Book of the Dead. And it's like every religion is taught, and obviously the Christians read the Bible, but it's like every religion is taught that their book is the way, and anything outside the book is wrong, and those people that believe the other stuff are crazy. Every religion is designed for its followers to think that way. Think about that. If you're a Christian, take a step back, put yourself in the shoes of someone in another religion. Put yourself in the shoes of an Islamic Muslim. You're reading the Quran. You believe everything in the Quran, and anything outside the Quran is false. Do you see how this works now? And, I'm not saying that all religions are false, because every single religion has truth in it. Every religion tells an aspect of the truth, but not the full truth. You're taught to not question anything outside your religion. Think about that. You are taught to not believe or think anything outside your religion. Think about how powerful that is. It limits your consciousness. It stops you from exploring other options. If you're a Christian, you're not going to go read the Torah. You're not going to go read the Quran. You're not going to go read the Vedas. Religion was designed to divide the people. One of my favorite quotes is, all religions contain aspects of the truth, but there's no one religion that is the truth. They all are full of truths and half-truths, and again, they're telling part of the story, but it's not the full story. But religion is meant to feed your ego, where it's like, oh, for an example, you're a Christian, and you're talking to someone who's not a Christian. Your ego believes you're superior to that person, divides you from that person. That simple construct right there is what's stopping humanity from getting to the next level. We are all divided in all these different subcategories, all these different beliefs. And another message I want to make clear here is this cabal. Do you really think that they left religion alone? Do you really think they manipulated everything from your food to the news to movies, everything, but they just said, oh, we'll just leave religion alone. They can have their religion. Come on now. That's the number one thing they've targeted since day one. I mean, if you look back in the history, all these bad guys winning the battles, they're rewriting history. They're creating religions. I mean, one of the biggest things that I think is just insane that people don't think about is that Romans created Catholicism, but who nailed Jesus to the cross? The Romans. Does that make any sense? People don't think about these things because you're taught to not question. You're taught to not question your religion. I'm here to tell you to start questioning your religion. Search for the teachings that go beyond your religion. Try to understand Jesus' messages and what he was doing outside of Christianity. Try to understand it from a fundamental standpoint, where he was literally, for lack of better terms, Jesus was using the law of attraction, where you can literally change anything, manifest anything. And I always talk about, not always talk about, but I've mentioned it in the past, the lost Gospel of Thomas, which was discovered along the Nile River, and it was taken out of the Bible. And one of the scriptures, which the book of Thomas is interesting because it's like quotes of Jesus. It's not Thomas telling the story; it's literally quotes of Jesus. And one of the teachings in it was Jesus saying, if you tell the mountain to move, it will move. That wasn't metaphor. He was literally saying, if you want to make a mountain move, you can do it. It's possible. But you have to literally, truly believe in yourself. And that's the difference between Jesus and us, is that he believed in himself. And, the religion tells us only Jesus can do this. You can't do it. Only he can. And that's what I'm telling you is the half-truth. Yes, Jesus can do it, but you can do it too. You have the same capabilities of Jesus. So I think for today I'm going to leave it at that, because that was probably a lot of information I just threw at you guys. But I want to use this video to build off of in the future. I'm going to come back to these. I'm going to dive into these deeper. But take everything I just said and kind of soak it in. Don't get too triggered, please. And we'll try to build off of it in the future. But yeah, other than that, guys, hang in there. Times are getting crazy. Something's coming. I can just feel it. Something's coming. So yeah, hang in there and have a nice night.